to another life creating session. That is what we're doing down in the art room with Marva Midkiff on our spring creative journaling journey, tuning into the energy of spring and pulling out what we can to inquire about who we are, who we really are, so that we have clarity in what we want and how to get it. And today we are exploring the life pie. If you are unfamiliar with the life pie, well, I will just give you a little rundown. A life pie is used to observe yourself and find a better state of balance, more harmony. Where in life are the pies not quite equal? We use these life pies to determine the state of balance in our lives at this moment. This is an exercise that requires honest, non-judgmental assessment of where your focus is most of the time throughout your stage of growth. So if you do this exercise like once a week or so, you can start to track this state of balance and notice which areas may need to be shifted, and you get to note the difference too when you do it over and over of how those shifts occur in your life. So it is very important that you are intentional and honest about the percentages of your pies. Watch out for the trickery of our critic and our judge and the ego. They like to get in there and weave their creative ways as well. So just observe and notice. A good example would be maybe one of the segments like friends or social connection. If you were to gather with a group and spend much of that time on your phone scrolling through Facebook, well, you're not really spending that time with friends, socializing, connecting with them. So that's kind of like the trickery that is not actually social connection. So the same idea if you are eating dinner with your family, but you are focused on a device or something else, and you're not spending time with the meal or with your family. So that would, be connected with the family home percentage, and we'll go over each of these categories so you know how to create your own life pie. But it is a wonderful tool to find that balance and homeostasis. And this exercise is just information. We don't need to be fixed on its outcome or feel like it is the totality. It's a simple exercise, but can create quite a bit of clarity. So, do you have your journal handy? What we do is we just draw a full circle, and that circle represents the 100th percentile of our life. And then we use categories to determine how much of our focus and energy we allot on each of those slices of pie. So I will give you each of the slices that we are playing with that we feel represent a balanced life. Feel free to write these down or start to create your life pie as I share. We have home, our place of sanctuary, solitude. We have family. And of course, if close friends maybe that live in your home are part of your family, each one of these are up for your own definition and application. Next, we have self. That is the personal growth time that we spend doing whatever we do to discover ourselves and grow. That can be meditation or journaling, some sort of mindfulness practice, time in nature, whatever that might be. We have our creative practice, and you'll start to notice maybe some of these actually overlap too, and that's totally cool. We have our work and our career. We have our money and finances. We have our learning and education. We have our spirituality and our faith. We have our friends and social connections. Physical health. That could be exercise, maybe wholesome food, water, stress reduction, rest when you are depleted, however you take care of your health. We have our play and entertainment. We have escape Maybe that's escape from device, escape from substances, escape from television, gambling, shopping, whatever it is. You know what you got going on. Then we have our service, helping others. And then lastly, we have our adventure and romance. Might cross over with relationships. So, using something round, make a circle in your creative journal and think carefully about each of these segments. Be intentional. Try to identify how your energy is actually spent. And again, no judgment, just honest observation. This practice can be a very eye-opening experience, so have fun with it, color code it, and use it for greater awareness. And as you continue to create your life pie, I will just cruise through a few inspirations for us today that Marva has created as we create our life pies. So, our intention with our life pie is to see our time and energy as valuable, so valuable. And we show up for ourselves and spend time with our life pie exercise because we want to live the most balanced life possible and give our time and energy to the areas that are most important to us. If you did the winter journaling journey with us, you may remember doing the life pie, and it would be a good time to maybe go back and look at that life pie at that point and see how those slices lined up. Because again, our life pie is a great indicator of where our time and energy is spent, so that we can use this information to gather our data about who we believe ourselves to be. And we can also use our life pies to make decisions that bring our lives into more homeostasis. If you'd like to repeat today's affirmation with me, go right ahead. I am creating a balanced and harmonious life. So if you have yet to engage with your life pie because things are fluttering around your mind as they do, take a moment with me and just be still, clearing our mind, and bring yourself into this moment. And for just a short time, focus on your breath. Breathe in to a count of 4. And breathe out for a count of 4. Let's do this again. In, out. One more time. In, out. Okay. Let the life pie commence. Again, I'll just go over the categories again so you don't have to rewind. Maybe you've got your circle drawn already. And we're going to split it up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different categories. And I've seen some people share in our activity feed how they've done this, and I like how sometimes people just make each slice of pie equal, and then they can watercolor in or crayon in kind of like how much energy is spent into each of those pies, and like kind of fill in each slice of pie based on how much time and energy they're devoting to it. That's a good way to do it. Otherwise, I've seen like the slices of pie and the size of the pie represent how much time and energy is spent into each category. So that's another way to do it. My last 2 pies, one looked like more like a spider web, because I was like, it just just how it turned out. And then another one, I was like, I need more pies. So I had like 4 or 5 pies kind of all meshing into one. So to each pie their own, but I will repeat the categories again for you right now. We have home, family, self, creative practice, career, finances, education, spirituality, friends, health, that is personal health, play, escape, service, and romance/relationships. Okay, and of course, if you have other areas that regularly use your time and energy, feel free to add them to the list. This pie is your life. It's your life pie. So everyone's pie is going to be uniquely different to them. So go ahead and give yourself some time to create your life pie. Once you have created your life pie, let us ask ourselves these questions. What are my observations after creating my pie? What areas are my current priorities in my life? What areas do I want my priorities to shift in my life? And lastly, what actions can I take to achieve this? Thank you so much for life pieing with me on our spring creative journaling journey session today. If you would like to take a moment and pause and reflect on where your time and energy is going with us, we would love for you to partake in the conversation. Lots of wonderful community reflections going on in our activity feed over in the art room on Intention Inspired. You can find a link for that in the description. Enjoy the day. Enjoy seeing how your life naturally shifts and changes to create more balance and harmony simply by your observations. It really is quite magical. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, love, and balance. Balance. Balance.